It might come as a shock, but some of the vegetables you eat every day, yes, even the ones that seem perfectly healthy, could actually be doing serious harm to your body. Imagine this: your immune system quietly weakening, your brain aging faster than it should, and your legs losing strength and stability. All because of the wrong vegetables on your plate. Sounds unbelievable, right? But extensive studies involving tens of thousands of older adults spanning several years and published in the Journal of Gerontology have confirmed this very warning. At first glance, these common vegetables seem harmless, even beneficial, but some are hidden culprits behind silent inflammation. This internal inflammation doesn't cause obvious symptoms right away, but it damages the tiny blood vessels in your legs, making walking more difficult over time. As your stability fades, your risk of falling sharply increases. And here's the kicker: falls are the #1 cause of fatal injuries in people over the age of 65, but don't panic. There's good news, and we're going to walk you through it. In this video, you'll learn exactly which 3 vegetables you should be eating every day to support brain clarity, physical mobility, and long-term health. Just as importantly, we'll also reveal the 3 vegetables you should avoid completely, because while they may look innocent, they can quietly chip away at your strength. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to reveal a shocking truth about one particular vegetable, one that has a healthy reputation, yet could be slowly damaging your legs without you realizing it. Before we dive into the list, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a health tip made just for you. And if you're enjoying this video so far, let me know by typing 1 in the comments. If not, hit 0. I'm always open to feedback on how we can improve. Let's begin with section 1, the 3 powerful vegetables every senior over 65 should be eating daily. Starting with #1, broccoli, nature's own armor against aging. Now, let's dig deeper into why this humble vegetable deserves a spot on your plate every single day. Inside each crisp green floret is sulforaphane, an incredible compound that turns every bite into a strategic step toward a longer, healthier life. How, by activating the body's natural detox systems, sulforaphane helps flush out harmful toxins while boosting your internal defenses. It's like giving your cells their own security team, but the benefits don't stop there. Broccoli is also loaded with vitamin K, calcium, and an impressive range of antioxidants. These nutrients are critical for maintaining both your heart health and bone strength to areas that become more vulnerable after age 65. As we grow older, bones naturally become more brittle. Even a minor fracture can lead to weeks or months of limited mobility. That's why the nutrients in broccoli are so important. They help reinforce bone density and protect arteries from the calcification that often creeps in with age. It's almost as if every little tree-like floret was designed as a blueprint for vitality. And here's something even more remarkable: broccoli's effects go all the way down to your foundation, your legs and feet. Studies show that sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation. That means better blood flow to your limbs, helping keep them energized, responsive, and strong. The result: firmer steps, fewer balance issues, and even a lower risk of diabetic complications. So every time you choose broccoli, you're making more than a dietary decision. You're choosing strength, balance, and confidence. Just imagine what it feels like to move through your day with a steadier gait and a sense of control. That said, how you prepare broccoli makes all the difference. To preserve sulforaphane and make digestion easier, lightly steam it. Just a few minutes is enough. Boiling it too long until it's limp and colorless strips away much of its power. Think of vibrant, green, slightly crisp broccoli as not just food but life on a plate. 4. Older adults aiming to live stronger, more independent lives, a simple cup of steamed broccoli is more than a meal. Underscore it's an act of self-care. A small but powerful declaration that says, I choose to thrive. Now, while broccoli builds up your inner armor, there's another leafy green that works quietly behind the scenes, fueling your mind, heart, and the very muscles that get you out of bed every morning. Underscore could this vibrant green be the key to protecting your most precious abilities as you age? Let's find out in the next section. And if you're still watching and enjoying this journey toward better health, leave a quick comment below to let me know. It means a lot. Now, let's turn our attention to another quiet hero, one that fuels not just your muscles, but your mind as well. Often dismissed as just a salad green, spinach holds secrets far more powerful than it lets on. Underscore this humble leafy vegetable is packed with natural nitrates compounds that dramatically improve blood circulation throughout the body. Underscore what's remarkable is where that blood goes, straight to the brain and muscles, the two command centers of movement and memory. As we age, our circulation tends to weaken. Underscore that means our muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need, and our brains may start to feel sluggish. Underscore reflexes slow. Underscore energy fades. Underscore sometimes it's like walking through mental fog. Underscore but spinach directly fights against this. Underscore it gently widens the blood vessels and makes them more flexible, improving vascular health from the inside out. The result: your legs and feet, those loyal engines of movement, stay stronger, more responsive, and less prone to fatigue. Underscore with better blood flow comes the return of something precious, freedom. Underscore the freedom to walk steadily. Underscore to stand longer. Underscore to move without hesitation, but spinach doesn't stop there. Underscore it's also loaded with lutein and folate nutrients known to support mental sharpness, processing speed, and memory. Underscore in fact, research has shown that seniors who regularly consume lutein have noticeably better cognitive function compared to those who don't. Underscore it's not an exaggeration to say that a small daily serving of spinach could help protect both the dignity of your body and the clarity of your mind from the slow creep of time. And here's another gift from spinach: vision support. Underscore as one of our most vulnerable senses during aging, eyesight often fades without warning. Underscore yet spinach contains both lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful nutrients that support the macula, the part of the eye responsible for central vision. Underscore these compounds help reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss among older adults. Just think, being able to read, drive, recognize your loved ones' faces, or navigate the world safely, these are priceless freedoms, and spinach quietly helps preserve them. As with broccoli, the way you prepare spinach matters greatly. Underscore lightly sauteing it or blending it into smoothies keeps its nutrients intact and makes digestion easier for older adults. Underscore but overcooking, that drains away the very things that make spinach such a remarkable ally, from the strength in your legs, to the brightness in your thoughts, to the sparkle in your eyes. Spinach energizes every part of life that aging tries to dim. Underscore it's a simple leaf, but its impact can be deeply transformative. But as powerful as spinach is for preserving your independence, there's still one more vegetable that plays a critical role, especially for your bones and immune system. Underscore could this final food be the missing piece in your daily routine? Now, it's time to turn our attention to another everyday vegetable, bright, familiar, and often underestimated. There's a vibrant root that lives in many kitchens, yet few realize it holds a quiet power against aging. Underscore it doesn't just boost vision and strength, it also supports something we rely on every single day: balance and coordination. Underscore could this simple vegetable be the natural defense you've been missing? Let's get into it. Number 3. Carrots, the unsung guardians of balance, clarity, and long life. Sometimes the greatest allies in aging well aren't rare superfoods or fancy supplements. Underscore they're the humble, everyday treasures like the Carrot, underscore with its crisp texture and satisfying sweetness, this orange root offers more than just a pleasant crunch. Underscore for seniors who value independence, connection, and vitality, carrots are a quiet force of support. At the heart of their power is beta-carotene, a plant compound that your body converts into vitamin A. Underscore this nutrient is absolutely essential for maintaining healthy vision, something that becomes increasingly important with age. Underscore why? Because vision isn't just about what we see, it's about how safely we move through the world. Clear vision allows us to recognize familiar faces, enjoy the colors of the evening sky, drive with confidence, and most importantly, avoid hazardous falls. Underscore, in fact, research shows that regular intake of beta-carotene can help slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in adults over 65. Underscore so, with every bright orange bite, you're investing in a safer, more self-reliant future, but carrots don't stop at eye health. Underscore they also play a protective role in maintaining neuromuscular coordination and balance functions that quietly determine whether we can stand tall and walk steadily. Underscore the antioxidants found in carrots support the health of blood vessels and neurons, helping ensure that signals from the brain reach the feet quickly and clearly. Imagine the benefit of that: stronger, more confident steps, fewer stumbles, and a nervous system that stays sharp and responsive. And it gets even better, carrots are champions for your metabolic health, too. Underscore with a rich supply of dietary fiber, they help improve digestion, reduce cholesterol, and stabilize blood sugar levels. Underscore these three pillars: digestion, heart health, and blood sugar control often begin to weaken as we age. Underscore but carrots lend support in all the right places, helping you maintain stability from the inside out. From supporting eyesight and balance to keeping your metabolism on track, carrots quietly empower you to move through life with strength, clarity, and confidence. But just as some vegetables offer protection, others can do hidden damage, especially to your legs and circulatory health. Curious which veggies you should avoid at all costs? You may be surprised by what's next. A simple habit like eating 1 or 2 carrots a day might seem small, but over time it creates a quiet shield around your independence. But here's where things get more surprising. Underscore while some vegetables are clearly helpful, others, despite looking healthy, may quietly be working against you. Underscore yes, not all vegetables are created equal. Underscore some can harm your legs, weaken your circulation, and slowly chip away at your freedom of movement. So which vegetables might be hiding in your kitchen, silently causing damage? Let's dive into section 2. 3 vegetables older adults should avoid completely, starting with eggplant. Eggplant, the hidden danger to comfort and mobility. As we age, every health decision becomes more meaningful. Underscore the foods we choose can either build resilience or quietly erode it. Underscore and among the vegetables that seniors need to watch out for, eggplant stands out. Underscore not because it's loud or obvious, but precisely because the harm it causes can go unnoticed until it's too late. At first glance, eggplant looks like a smart choice, vibrant in color, low in calories, and packed with fiber. Underscore but beneath that shiny purple skin lies a natural chemical called solanine, a plant's built-in defense system. Underscore unfortunately, for aging bodies, solanine can be more harmful than helpful. In sensitive individuals, solanine has been linked to increased inflammation, especially in muscles, joints, and connective tissues. Underscore for older adults already dealing with arthritis, nerve pain, or stiffness, this can quietly worsen discomfort and limit mobility even further. And here's the truly concerning part: this isn't just about occasional soreness. Underscore low-grade, persistent inflammation in the legs can gradually weaken muscles, restrict blood flow, and interfere with the delicate communication between your brain and limbs, what doctors call neuromuscular coordination. The effects don't come with loud warnings. Underscore they build slowly. Underscore you may find your steps becoming less sure. Underscore walking across the room may suddenly require more focus. Underscore a stroll outside that once felt effortless may now feel unsteady, and with that loss of physical ease often comes something deeper in emotional weight. Underscore when mobility is compromised, it's not uncommon for seniors to begin feeling isolated, frustrated, or even helpless. Underscore, after all, the ability to move freely is tied so closely to one's sense of independence and confidence. That's why eggplant, though visually appealing and often praised for its versatility, should be treated with caution by those over 65, especially if you're already managing joint pain, arthritis, or muscle weakness. So what other vegetables might also be sabotaging your strength behind the scenes? Let's keep going because the next one might surprise you even more. For older adults, especially those working hard to protect their balance, strength, and independence, the risks simply outweigh the rewards. Underscore sure, not everyone will feel the effects immediately, but for individuals over 65, whose bodies may already be less resilient, even subtle inflammation can have a long-term impact. Choosing the right vegetables isn't just about nutrients. Underscore it's about avoiding the ones that quietly sabotage your joints and muscles, the very tools that allow you to walk, move freely, and live life on your terms. And unfortunately, eggplant isn't the only culprit hiding in plain sight. Underscore there are other vegetables common, colorful, and popular that also contain substances which can irritate the body from the inside out. Underscore some can interfere with digestion, sap your strength, and even cloud your mind, all while seeming perfectly healthy on the surface, which brings us to the next surprising suspect. Let's talk about the second vegetable older adults should steer clear of: green bell peppers. At first glance, green bell peppers appear cheerful, crunchy, and full of life. Underscore they're often added to salads, stir-fries, and omelets without a second thought. Underscore but for seniors aiming to age with strength and clarity, these peppers may not be as friendly as they seem. Despite their popularity, green bell peppers are members of the nightshade family just like eggplant, and they share one sneaky trait: a high concentration of lectins. Underscore lectins are naturally occurring proteins that can bind to the lining of your intestines. Underscore this disrupts nutrient absorption and irritates the digestive tract, especially in individuals whose gut or immune system has grown more sensitive over time. Here's the part that often goes unnoticed: the inflammation caused by lectins is typically low-grade and chronic. Underscore that means it doesn't strike fast, it creeps in slowly. Underscore day by day, it adds up, leading to discomfort in the joints, mental fatigue, and reduced energy, even when you can't quite put your finger on why. For many older adults, this hidden irritation makes recovery slower, digestion more difficult, and clarity harder to maintain. Underscore over time, it can affect the way you move, think, and feel. That's why being mindful of nightshades like green bell peppers isn't about fear, it's about strategy. Underscore it's about giving your body the best chance to thrive without unnecessary setbacks, but green bell peppers aren't the last threat lurking in your produce drawer. Underscore in fact, the next vegetable on our list is one of the most common in American kitchens, and its effects on your legs and circulation may be even more surprising. When these inflammatory compounds begin to circulate through the body, they start to erode vital systems, blood vessels, nerves, and joint tissue. Underscore these three elements are absolutely essential to maintaining mobility, balance, and overall strength. As we age, so how does this show up? It often starts small: a strange stiffness in your ankles when you wake up, a tingling in your toes, or a subtle sense of wobbliness in your walk that never used to be there. Underscore these early signs of inflammation may seem minor at first, but they are quiet warning bells. As the inflammation continues, often without dramatic symptoms, it slowly restricts blood flow to the legs and feet. Underscore this, in turn, impairs sensation, weakens muscles, and significantly increases the risk of falls. Underscore and, as we know, For people over 65, falls are among the most serious and dangerous health threats. Here's the painful irony. Many seniors reach for green bell peppers thinking they're making a healthy choice, unaware that they might be fueling the very decline they're trying to prevent, and unlike their red, orange, and yellow relatives, green peppers are picked before fully ripening. That means they have far fewer antioxidants, making them less protective and more irritating to the body. Cooking them may reduce their lectin content slightly, but for those who already deal with arthritis, heart issues, or digestive sensitivity, even a small amount can cause problems. The good news: there are plenty of safer vegetables out there, rich in antioxidants, easier to digest, and more supportive of aging systems. Making thoughtful choices doesn't mean giving up your favorite meals. It means tweaking your habits to protect your strength, clarity, and independence for years to come, because just as important as knowing what to eat is knowing what to avoid. And unfortunately, the next vegetable we're about to discuss is perhaps the most surprising of all. It's one of the most beloved comfort foods in America. You'll find it on nearly every dinner plate, every holiday table, and in almost every home. But behind its warm, familiar presence hides a troubling truth. White potatoes, a symbol of familiarity and tradition on dinner tables around the world. But behind this cozy reputation lies a silent threat, one that can quietly sabotage the health and vitality of adults over 65. Why? Because white potatoes are loaded with simple carbohydrates. Once consumed, they rapidly spike blood sugar levels. It might feel like a harmless or even satisfying energy boost at first, but the long-term consequences tell a very different story. These blood sugar spikes fuel inflammation throughout the body, placing immense strain on already vulnerable blood vessels, especially those that supply the brain, legs, and feet. For seniors, this often means slower healing, reduced sensation, and a creeping decline in mobility that can go unnoticed until it's too late. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. White potatoes and other high glycemic foods are also linked to arteriosclerosis, a condition where arteries harden and lose flexibility. As circulation weakens, blood flow to the legs and feet diminishes. The result: cold toes. Uncomfortable cramps. Tingling numbness. And a sense of physical instability that can turn daily tasks into potential hazards. Even something as innocent as a little ankle ache could quickly snowball into a fall, an injury, or weeks of recovery. Each setback chips away at independence, confidence, and overall well-being. And let's not forget what usually comes with potatoes. Think butter, cream, and salt, common add-ins that only worsen heart health, especially in seniors managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease. A single serving of mashed or roasted potatoes, while comforting, can quietly undo the hard work of medication and healthy habits. Nutritionally, white potatoes also fall short. Compared to colorful root vegetables like sweet potatoes or carrots, packed with antioxidants and age-defying nutrients, white potatoes offer little defense against the oxidative stress that accelerates aging from the inside out. So, should comfort always come at this cost? Steering away from white potatoes isn't about giving up comfort, it's about choosing energy that lasts, circulation that flows freely, and muscles that stay strong well into our golden years, because the truth is, aging gracefully doesn't come from one big decision. It's built quietly, in the background of our lives, through countless small, intentional choices we make every single day, often without even realizing their long-term weight. That morning swap from a starchy plate to a nourishing bowl. That quiet no to foods that weigh you down. These choices matter. As we get older, it becomes crystal clear. Real strength, the kind that keeps us walking, dancing, thinking clearly, and connecting deeply, comes not from grand events, but from consistency. Underscore choosing the right vegetables. Underscore staying away from foods that quietly sap our energy and independence. Underscore these are no longer just nutrition tips, they are expressions of respect. Underscore respect for the body that's carried us this far. Underscore for the years we've lived. Underscore and for the life we still have ahead of us. In my own journey and in the many stories shared by others on this path, one lesson always stands out. Aging well is not about chasing miracles. Underscore it's about showing up with awareness, making small yet powerful choices, and offering the body the kind of care that's calm, consistent, and compassionate. You can't replace that with pills or promises. Simple shifts like choosing walnuts over sugary snacks, swapping risky greens for safer ones, or putting down that familiar white potato in favor of a vibrant, nutrient-packed alternative might feel trivial. Underscore but they add up. Underscore over time, they protect your ability to walk with confidence, think with clarity, and live with joy. These small habits preserve the memories made with grandchildren, the travel plans with old friends, and the quiet mornings of peace and purpose. Underscore each meal becomes more than just fuel, it becomes an investment in freedom, vitality, and resilience. So here's the real takeaway. Every bite you take is a vote. Underscore a vote for strength or struggle. Underscore stability or setbacks. Underscore while we can't stop every challenge that comes with aging, we can stand with ourselves. Underscore we can nourish, respect, and support our bodies and minds day after day. A vibrant, independent, fulfilling life isn't out of reach. Underscore it begins with a deep love for the life we're still able to shape and the conscious decision to care for it gently and deliberately. That's the heart behind these videos, to inspire you to live more fully, more wisely, and more joyfully. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Underscore take just a moment. Underscore what's one small change or insight from this video that you're going to try in your own life. Share it in the comments below. We're all in this together. If this video gave you something useful, type 1 below. Underscore if not, feel free to leave a 0. Your honest feedback means the world to us. And of course, for more content like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Underscore thanks so much for watching, and may you continue living your life with strength, grace, and joy.